Looking for advice on how to get promoted from a career coach who's done it again and again? If you're tired of being overlooked for promotions that are in your wheelhouse, but no one seems to notice or care, you're in the right place because today on the channel, I'm giving you my 6-step strategy to getting that promotion. Let's go. Hello, emerging leaders. Welcome to the channel. I'm Karee Cotton, corporate attorney, Grammy-winning artist, songwriter, and career and mindset coach. Clearly, I do no boxes. Now, if you want to know a little bit more about my story, come on back later and check out my welcome to the channel video. But for now, let's dive right in to my 6-step strategy for getting promoted. Number 1, identify your relevant strengths. One of the biggest mistakes that I see as a career coach amongst emerging leaders is this misperception that all of their strengths are relevant strengths. And so you take all of that, all that you do all the things, you do all the routine work, you dig, you put your head down, you work, you do a great job. But it seems like you get nothing in return and then you're unseen by leadership. What I want for you is to be more strategic about how you leverage your strengths in your corporate culture. Take a look at all of the strengths that you have in your toolkit and assess them against what the company cares about at this particular time. Because over time, the priority and focus may change, as do your relevant strengths. So you must identify in this particular moment what strengths in my toolkit are directly connected to what the company cares about. These are your relevant strengths. Now, take those relevant strengths, and as you are looking at the initiatives and things that are coming down, see where your passion fits in. Where would your passion fit into that work? And when you have that interconnection, figure out you've got yourself a winning combination, because what you have is you have your strength and then you have your passion, and then those things are tied to the organizational need. That puts you in your leadership sweet spot. That's going to give you the power to do what you do well on a particular project. We're going to talk about that later. And that gives you the right kind of visibility amongst leadership and lays the foundation for potential broader leadership opportunities at the right time. Number 2, raise your hand. Once you have identified your relevant strengths, be intentionally mindful of communications that are coming through from high up in the company, from the top of the house, all throughout the company, right through your division, right to your team, about initiatives and priority projects that need to be staffed. Look again at your relevant strengths and passions and how you can add value to those projects. Then make it known to your manager. Hey, I would love to contribute my skill sets to this particular project, and identify specifically which skill sets, which strengths you have that would make you the right fit to add value to the business need. Again, setting yourself up for greater exposure and also understanding that those key priority projects that are important to the company are going to be staffed and overseen by senior leadership. So as you are looking to get onto those projects, you're almost ensuring that you're going to get some kind of visibility. You know, what kind of visibility you get depends on how well you show up on those priority projects. Number 3, develop a partnership with your manager. Do not keep your head down waiting for your manager to tap you on the shoulder for one of these priority projects. Now, she may or may not do that. However, I want you to own your career trajectory. Be the CEO of your career. So that means you take the initiative to let your manager know that, listen, I would love to partner with you on opportunities to highlight my strengths on the right projects at the right time. Now, that presupposes that you're in communication with your manager, that you're having your one-on-ones, that you are talking about what's important to her. And believe you me, what's important to her is probably stemming from what's important higher up through her management chain. So make sure that you're aligned with those things and that you're constantly getting feedback from her about how you're doing to contribute to those priorities, her priorities and the broader priorities through her management chain. That sets you up well for those discussions at the right time about identifying that right project for you to showcase your relevant strengths so that you can continue to add value to the business. Number 4, solicit performance feedback. If you're not currently getting feedback from your manager, add it to your agenda or when you're doing your regular check-ins, not just one time, but on a continual basis. And if you don't have regular meetings, request a meeting. It is very important for you to check in periodically with your manager so that you can understand her needs, you can understand her expectations of the team and her expectations of you. And it's important for you to get feedback from her about your performance, whether it's performance on routine projects, whether it's performance on her team projects, or if you are on a priority project, it may be feedback from folks, other leaders who are on that initiative as well. Write that feedback down, whether positive, constructive, or what have you. Make sure you're writing that down so that you can refer back to it and continue to track your growth and your trajectory. Also, solicit feedback from others beyond your manager, peers, partners, clients, colleagues. The more feedback that you have, the better understanding that you have of perception, because that perception can give you an idea, perhaps, of relevant strengths that you have that you may not have considered previously. So it's important that you leverage that performance feedback and take that in and adjust as necessary to position you for those future greater opportunities. Number 5, position yourself for sponsorship. Go above and beyond and move in excellence. Let that be a part of your brand. Be very, very aware of the goals of your company and the goals of your manager and what those performance expectations are as they pertain to you. And then you want to ensure that you're not just meeting those expectations, but you are consistently exceeding those expectations. Because when the discussions about staffing broader initiatives and potential upcoming leaders, when those discussions are being had in rooms, those folks who are consistently exceeding expectations will come up. And remember, you want to also take the opportunity, this is a bonus note, take the opportunity to recognize others for what they are bringing to the team or to the project. Just as you want to be recognized for the value that you bring, others want to be recognized as well. So whether it's a peer or whether you are leading an initiative, a priority project, identify folks who are doing a great job and praise them for it. There is something great about a leader who recognizes the good, the consistency, the praiseworthiness in others. That is very, very important. So when you're hitting these things out of the park, you're always moving in excellence. You're recognizing others. You're exceeding expectations. That sets you up very well for someone to believe in you and be willing to put their career capital on the line to put your voice in the room because of your track record of consistency. It's very, very important. Remember, sponsors find you. You may find mentors, but sponsors find you. So position yourself to be found by a sponsor. And then finally, seek broader leadership opportunities. The titles will follow. Make it known to your, what I call personal board of directors, your group of a manager, current manager, a prior manager, peers, a client, a colleague, an associate, a sponsor, a mentor, or two. All of these folks, make it known to your group that you aspire to higher leadership opportunities and speak in the vernacular of just that, higher, broader leadership opportunities, meaning that what you're seeking is an opportunity to add greater value to the business based on what the business needs or what the company needs at the time. Let us not chase titles, because if you're expanding your reach on leadership opportunities, if you're doing all the things that we talked about today, and you're getting those broader leadership opportunities, which initially may just be going from department to department or different parts of the company before you get to that next level, that promotion. If you're doing those things, the title and everything that follows will come. Now, listen, if you're finding that you're having difficulty right now getting that exposure, that visibility amongst leadership before you even can talk about broader leadership opportunities, I want you to check out my video on 5 hacks to gaining visibility at work. I know that you will find it helpful. And I hope that you found this video helpful. And if you have, please do like and share with other emerging leaders. And yes, subscribe to the channel for other goodies, other practical tips for your career growth and your career and personal trajectory. Until next time, everyone, enjoy the journey.